So having a membership website is all well and good, but what about all of these other things that you could be doing? You could be selling coaching, you could be developing products, you could be running events. Are you leaving money on the table in your membership business by not exploring these other revenue opportunities? That's what we're going to be talking about in episode 292 of the Membership Guys podcast.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 292 of the Membership Guys podcast. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you are new to the show, first of all, welcome. What took you so long to find us? Make sure that you hit the subscribe button on your podcast app to ensure that you do not miss a single weekly dose of proven practical tips and advice on running and growing your membership business. And if you've been listening to us for a while, you're already subscribed. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for listening to the show, for all of your reviews, for all of your support. It truly makes all of this worthwhile. So I've decided to record today's episode after a question recently came up inside our Facebook group, our free group over at talkmemberships.com. And this was a question from Emily, who said so many people around her were telling her that she must do private coaching, or she must start selling high-ticket products alongside her membership. And she was conflicted by this advice because she was perfectly happy just running her membership. It was working well for her. It ticked all of the boxes about what she enjoyed about business, what came naturally to her, what she wanted to do, and she was doing quite well in terms of the revenue, the money that she was making. But with all of these people giving her this advice, you must be doing private coaching. You must also sell high ticket. And if you're not, you're doing something wrong because you're leaving money on the table. And Emily's situation is something that I see coming up time and time again. I've seen that phrase so many times over the years, leaving money on the table. People being told that they're doing it wrong. They're running their business the wrong way if they're not exploiting all of these additional revenue streams on top of their membership business. And it's not just with memberships. You see it with people who are selling courses. Again, they're being told, well, selling courses is one thing, but if you really want to get to that next level, you've got to have a coaching solution. All this stuff that they must do. You're leaving money on the table. And to an extent, I understand the notion because memberships can work very well as part of a larger ecosystem of products and services. And a lot of entrepreneurs will feel driven just by their nature to feel like they have to jump on every possible opportunity available to them. However, that doesn't mean that you have to go in that direction if it's not something that you want to do. If you don't want to offer coaching, if you don't want to introduce a high-level program, if you don't want to run events, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. Your way of doing business is wrong. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You don't have to do anything you don't enjoy or anything that just doesn't feel like the right fit to you, the right fit to your business, the right fit to your audience. And there's nothing wrong with talking about additional revenue streams. In fact, it's something that I discussed on this podcast back in episode 61. And indeed, we have a few additional revenue streams within our business. And some of these have changed and evolved over the years. Some of them we stopped doing because we just didn't enjoy them. This isn't a rant against the suggestion that you should have other revenue streams. Not at all. What really grinds my gears is when you get people telling you that you must do all these things. You must, you have to, you got to, you need to offer coaching. You must add a premium tier. You must have something higher level. And you're doing it wrong if you leave money on the table. Why the hell would you leave money on the table? It's money. It's so amazing, delicious, gorgeous, fantastic money. Look at all the shiny things you can buy with money. Why would you leave money on the table? Why are you not exploiting every opportunity? Thing is, there is no must in business. Just what's right for you, what's right for your goals, for where you want to get to, for your audience, and the way you want to show up, the way you want to run your business. What we say to this idea that you must add these things is that it's fine to leave money on the table if it's not a table you want to be at. It's fine to leave money on the table if it's not a table you want to be at. You don't have to do private coaching. You don't have to do high ticket, high cost group programs, events, products, all of that. It's your business. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. We don't currently offer any private coaching or any high ticket products within our business, and we haven't for years. The academy is our bread and butter. Our membership is our bread and butter, and it's still a 7-figure business. The fact that we're not doing all these things that you must do, you must have coaching, you must do consultancy, no, you don't have to. Anytime someone tells you that you have to do something, it's usually just because it's the thing that has worked for them, or it's the thing that has worked for someone they look up to, someone they associate with, someone they're striving to be like. Or quite often, it's the business model that they teach, that they specialize in. And as the saying goes, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If all you know how to do and all you know how to sell and all you know how to market is high-end coaching, and that has worked well for you, then you're probably going to be inclined to tell everyone that they must also offer high-end coaching. But if everybody did it, then it wouldn't be an effective revenue stream because it would just be more of the same, right? And it just doesn't work like that. Just because something works for you or something works for someone else doesn't mean that simply replicating that is going to generate the same results. What works for one person isn't always guaranteed to work for someone else. There are no guarantees, no one-size-fits-all business model, and no absolutes in this game. And the truth is, often the people who are insisting that you must do this, you must do that in your business, quite often they're suffering from a scarcity mindset. They're driven by a fear that if you don't do all of the things, then the opportunities will dry up, or you'll run out of steam with your membership, and then you'll be left with nothing. Truth is, as much as these people wouldn't want to admit it, it actually takes deeper strategical nous and a lot more confidence to say, you know what, we're just going to focus on our membership as the core of our business. And maybe we'll have a few other streams of revenue, but the membership will be the beating heart of what we do. That's the thing I want to focus on. It's where I shine. It's where I do my best work. It fits with my lifestyle. It fits with how I want to run my business. And we're not going to worry about all of the shiny objects and all of those other must-do opportunities that, sure, we could tap into, but actually we don't want to. We don't need to. I don't want to do coaching. And actually, I don't need to do coaching for my business to be successful. That takes focus. That takes clarity. And that takes a high level of self-awareness about the suitability of different business models to you personally and to your overall business and your audience. Because let's say you do add coaching into the mix. Maybe you do start running live events on top of your membership. Maybe you add a premium tier. Perhaps you partner with another company to produce physical merchandise for your members. And maybe you go heavy on joint venture deals with other entrepreneurs, so you become an affiliate promoting their courses and getting commission for it. That's a lot of plates to spin. A membership, coaching, live events, premium membership levels, multiple membership levels, physical merch, you've got affiliate deals. That's a lot to juggle, a lot to handle, a lot to market, a lot to promote, a lot to balance within your day-to-day. But more than that, where does it end? How much opportunity do you need? How much opportunity is too much? So looking at us with Membership Academy, we're blessed to hold quite a significant place within the online membership space. There are very few people on our level, very few people competing in this space. It's not saturated in the same way other industries and other markets are. And that's not said to brag, that is said to really highlight the fact that this is a market in which we have a lot of opportunity at our fingertips. We could develop a membership plugin. Yes, there's a lot of membership plugins out there, but actually, we shape a lot of people's decisions about which membership plugins they can use, and we're also really tuned into what people need. So we could actually create an incredible membership plugin that would make just total sense considering what we do, and we'd be successful with it because we've got the customer base, we've got the market share. But even if we build that membership plugin, there's a lot of people who would also just love it if we could just build their website for them, or perhaps create a platform like Kajabi, where they're not needing to install anything, they don't need to hire anyone to build anything. It's kind of ready-made for them. So maybe we start a software company, or maybe we restart our agency. The thing that we did before we became the Membership Guys, before we started Membership Academy. Maybe we fire that up. Our success with that was high. We were successful with the agency, so we know that would work. Definitely opportunity. And our reach and our audience has grown exponentially since then. I could just come on this podcast every week and say, by the way, if you need someone to work with you, to build your membership, to help you create and implement strategies on the marketing retention side, we can do it for you. I could do that. Lots of opportunity. Lots of people would love it if we did that. We'd clean up so much money on that table. And of course, we've already ran a live conference back in 2019. That was successful. We could make that a regular thing. So let's do that every year. Actually, let's do that twice a year. And that way we can do one in the UK and we can do one in the US, because so many of our members are from those two countries. And we also actually thinking about it, yeah, we've got a lot of members in the UK, US, we've got a lot of members in Australia, a lot of members throughout Europe, we've got members in Russia, we've got members in South America and Canada, we've got members in Africa, we've got members pretty much everywhere. So, okay, we'll do our 2 live conferences. We'll also do a bunch of satellite events. So we'll just travel around the world and do those. We've got an international audience. That makes sense. So now we're a training company. We're an online community. We're a software company. We're an agency. We're an event company. Where does it end? And, actually, our members, they create a lot of training material. Let's develop presentation software. They host a lot of video. Let's be a video hosting company. We might run ourselves into the ground. We might confuse the hell out of our market by offering so many things. But hey, at least we didn't leave any money on the table, right? You see my point. Obviously, I'm being glib about it. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. I'm going a bit over the top. But there's always going to be opportunity. And tapping into one opportunity is just going to open up more opportunity. Just because you could do something doesn't mean you should. And we also need to think about why we're doing this. What are we striving towards? Again, this notion you must offer coaching. That's all well and good. You've got this membership. Membership should never be the only thing you do. You need to have coaching. You need to have a high-level offering. And this is all, I think, because the people saying this, again, it's either it's something that's worked for them, it's something they've read somewhere, it's something they're striving towards. But the notion is that it will ultimately lead to greater levels of success. More opportunity exploited, more money taken off the table means more success. But success is not all about money. It's such a cliche, such a cheesy, such a trite thing to say, but it's true. Success to us at the Membership Guys is about living a life of your own design. Again, bit of a cheesy one, but that's what drives us. The ability to actually run our business our way. balance our business and our life in a way that satisfies us, that fulfills us. To have the freedom to kind of say, you know what, I don't like doing one-on-one coaching, so we're just not going to do one-on-one coaching. To have that flexibility and that freedom to live a life of your own design, and your business is a part of that design. You get to design it. You get to make the rules. If you want to offer high-level coaching on top of your membership, awesome. Try it out. It can work extremely well. You can make a boatload of extra money. But if you don't want to offer it, then don't. Don't try to force it just because someone tells you that it's something you must do. And don't think for 1 second that deciding you'd rather just focus 100% of your time, your energy, your resources on running your business your way, on running your membership, means that you are doing something wrong. Nobody gets to tell you that. So once again, because this bears repeating, it's okay to leave money on the table if it's not a table you want to be at. Keep that in mind next time somebody tells you that you need to change your business because you're leaving too much money on the table. It's utter nonsense. So if you are like Emily, who was the person whose post in our Facebook group triggered this rant, and in truth, this is a podcast I've been meaning to make for years. This has been on the ideas list for several years because, as I said at the beginning, I see it all the time. I see members coming to us telling us, oh, my business coach told me I need to do this. My friend told me I need to do this. A podcast I listened to said that, if you're only doing one thing, then your business is going to implode. So I see a lot of people telling me this, but I also just observe in other groups and other communities this advice being passed off between people, and it gets my goat because it's nonsense. It is rubbish. So hopefully today's episode has helped you to realize that. Hopefully it's helping you to feel better about your decision to just stick to the things that you want to do. Stick to the things that are good at. Stick to the things that are working for you right now in your business, and avoid the distractions and avoid the self-doubt that can be triggered by all of these people so confidently, so brazenly telling you need to change your business to conform to what they think is the way to achieve success. It's rubbish. And if they question that, send them to this podcast episode, and hopefully it'll put them right. All right, that is it from me for another week. I'm going to be back again next week with another episode of the Membership Guys podcast, and we're going to be looking at whether or not you have hit a revenue ceiling in your membership business. I'm a little worried about that episode because I'm concerned it's going to scare the bejesus out of a lot of you. However, you know me, I'm going to have your back with advice and insight that will help you avoid anything sticky or hairy, such as the notion of hitting a revenue ceiling, a limit on how much you can make in your membership. But you're going to want to stay subscribed. You're going to want to stay tuned to listen to next week's episode. It's going to be a good one. But for now, I am out, and I'll see you next week on the Membership Guys podcast.